Life-changing, S, A, B, C, D. Alright, let's just go in order, I guess. Armored Warrior, for sure, A tier. Official Smoker the opinion on this matter. Yeah, Armored Warrior is cool. I think his gimmick is really neat. And when we went into this game, obviously I had played it before, so I already knew what I was supposed to do. But when you go in and you see that this guy doesn't have health, like his health doesn't move when you attack him, and you get that first death blow and just nothing happens, you're like, what the hell? I think that that's pretty fun. Jinsuke Saze. Ashina Elite Jinsuke Saze. Oh, it's alphabetical. Nice. Um, Jinsuke Saze is the guy in the Ashina Dojo right below where you fight Genichiro who only does Ashina Cross. Um, B tier, definitely. Or Uchinari Mizuo. Mizuo has more moves. Mizuo's B tier, Jinsuke is C tier, I think. That's like a B. I think Ujinari is a better fight. Ujinari is a better fight because he throws extra shit into the mix to throw you off if all you're doing is waiting for Ashina Cross. I think it would be better to have this be mini bosses separate from bosses as a tier list, but this is fine. We can do all of them together. Just I think the mini bosses are generally going to be lower, and if they were separate, I feel like I would have a more accurate like take on my feelings for both. Bull's got to be like an A. Really? Blazing Bull A tier? I hate the Blazing Bull. I would put Blazing Bull in like C-ish watermark tier. So when you save a tier list you make on Tier Maker, the Tier Maker watermark is up in the top right corner, and it can block like if you have a full row up here, it would block part of it from being visible. He looks cool. Yeah, okay. If we're going on design, spectacle, and whatnot, yeah, I guess we're not just doing gameplay. I'm gonna meet you in the middle, and Blazing Bull for right now is gonna be top of B tier. Corrupted Monk Illusion overall, I'm gonna put in B tier. The real Corrupted Monk fight is way better. Demon of Hatred S tier, easy. Um, okay, all right, wait. We have to establish this right now. Should life changing be an actual tier, or should life changing be the meme tier for Mist Noble? Should Mist Noble be alone in his tier as like a joke, and then the rest of the tier list is real, or should other bosses also go in life changing? Demon S is crazy. Too high or too low? New tier for Mist Noble called Mist Noble. Okay, that we'll do this. Oh, Mist Noble. We got Mist Noble, life changing, great, good, all right, uh, headless. All right, we have our tiers. Emma, Demon C, fact that he's sculptor makes him a strong A. Yeah, it's the presentation. The fight itself really not that cool, especially probably not that cool to watch at all. Um, Playing it is okay, but it's how cool he looks, his animations, the fact that he's the sculptor. That all adds up to that makes up for what I think is some lackluster gameplay. Divine Dragon's gonna go in great, carried by presentation, for sure carried by presentation. This is a mid fight. I'm not even gonna pretend it's not. While we're here, real quick, are we able to like skip ahead? Are old dragons of the tree counted separately? They're not. Def carried by it, yeah. Emma goes in great, above top of great right now. Not a life changing fight. Super underrated though, to the point where I might be convinced to put it in life changing later. Are the inner bosses here? They are not. Okay, so with that in mind, Owl Father is my favorite fight. Top of life changing. The first chained ogre. All right, I really don't care about him. This becomes like a this guy replaces like some Taro troop enemies later, so he's I don't know. I don't have strong opinions on Chained Ogre. This list doesn't seem too comprehensive. Yeah, I wonder when it was. I wonder when this template was released. Folding screen monkeys. Below Jinsuke, above the chained ogre. No inners. Yeah, no inners is that's messed up. Okami leader Shizu headless. I'm just putting her in there right now. You guys might not even remember who Okami leader Shizu is because in every playthrough so far I've just immediately aerial deathblowed her. It's the girl who kicks the lightning soccer balls at the top of the tree. You remember her? Yeah, yeah. She needs no introduction. Headless here. Yep. The first Shichiman warrior. That's the one in the hole. Good. Shichiman warriors are fine. They're an okay boss. I do like that it split them up into each encounter because honestly, like the arena and the normal enemies around them, as well as the run to them, really do affect my opinion. Kuranosuke Matsumoto is the one in front of Ashina Castle. There's the Miss Noble tier, yeah. No, yeah. Because we decided that life changing should be a real tier, and Miss Noble he should have his own tier. Matsumoto's a cool fight. Really good arena. The guys with the guns around him are a little annoying, so I'm going to put him in great. In general, I tend to like the Ashina generals. Tenzin Yamauchi, he is the tutorial boss. You fight him um, right when you get Kusabi Mori. He's alright, yeah, he's alright. Below Jinsuke, below Folding Screen Monkeys, below Chained Ogre, he's okay. Very easy, but he's meant to be very easy. So I have nothing against him. Now Mori Kawarada is who you fight after the dogs, right after you get the shuriken. He's gonna go in high good, I think, above Matsumoto, cause he's where you're like, whoa, wait, maybe Sekiro is kind of hard. Way of Tomoe. Oh, oh, interesting. So Genichiro, Way of Tomoe are counted separately. Genichiro has 4 entries here. I guess that is pretty comprehensive. Okay, so Way of Tomoe, the first time you fight it, great for sure. Above Armored Warrior, Genichiro himself also great. Actually, should the bosses are all there? Yeah, should Genichiro himself go in life changing? Genichiro is really when Sekiro starts, in my opinion. Once you fight him, the game is you're like, wow, this is what the game is. Like this is crazy. Genichiro like defined me falling in love with this game. And Way of Tomoe is cool, but it is not on the same level, I think. It's a really cool phase change. But I think Final Boss Genichiro is so great. Yeah, this is your tier list. Yeah. Alright, Genichiro goes up there. Genichiro Tutorial goes in good above the bull. Way of Tomoe Final Boss is gonna go below Emma. Emma is a better first phase for the final boss. But Way of Tomoe in the final boss fight is awesome. Great Shinobi Owl, you're lucky you're not in the headless tier. Getting all right, man. You're above Jinsuke. Should he be in good? He's inoffensive. He's not bad. It's cool to fight Dad up on top of the tower. He does his little tricks like after the first death blow. The way he fought really symbolized his whole fall from grace. Yeah. All right. He's above the bull. Is headless the eschaton category? Yeah, headless is mostly for the headless. Guardian Ape. Is this the first fight? Headless Ape is different. Guardian Ape is. Ooh, this is tough. This is tough. Life changing might not even mean like the best fights. It might mean just the ones that have the greatest impact. Because I feel like Way of Tomoe might be like a fight that I enjoy doing more, but Guardian Ape is so special. He's like one of the most iconic. Yeah, yeah. I really think walking away from Sekiro, one of your strongest memories will be your fight with Guardian Ape. Oniwa. Gyobu's probably good, right? Gyobu I don't think stands up to these guys. He's not carried in the same way, except in the English dub. He's great. He's gonna go below the dragon. I can definitely see him being in great, especially because he's the first Shinobi execution boss. He's great, but not in like the actual great sense, sense of being in S tier. Yeah. He could be up here. He could be up here. He is a better fight than Tutorial Genny. All the headless ape even goes at the top of headless, but all the headless go in headless tier. I don't care about their order. I don't like these guys. Only like enemy type in the game that I actively am like, oh man, I don't really want to fight this. Ishin Ashina, life changing. Juzo the Drunkard first encounter and second encounter. Second encounter, he's fighting with a lone shadow. Ishin goes to life changing easy. Yeah, easy is life changing in my life. We'll reorder this tier later. Juzo first encounter, I feel like, is more fun than the second encounter because you have Gensai and you have to figure out how to like get around his gang and everything. But would I call him great? Because I'm thinking more about the experience of like navigating around his fight than the fight itself. Juzo's maybe the most fun of the like characters who share his model. They both go in like B. Yeah, I think that's good. They're not as good as Gyobu. Second one is gonna go a little below. He's not as good as Owl. Yeah, learning the fight for 3 hours was great. Yeah, Sword Saint Ishin, life changing, easy. Above Genny, above Demon. Lady Butterfly, great for sure. Above Dragon, above Armored Warrior, below Wave Tomoe. Lone Shadow Longswordsman, this guy's a fucking joke. He's an actual normal enemy that just, like, has lines. He has a cool voice, though, so he goes in good, above the Illusion. Masanaga the Spear Bearer in the Serpent Shrine. He's definitely alright, above Jinsuke. This is the guy who is another, like, default Central Ministry ninja. He just has 2 health bars, and he whistles to summon the dogs. Uh, Masanaga at the Hirata estate could honestly even go to headless because I don't know if you guys remember. Um, his second phase, all he did was try to summon the dogs, so I just ran up to him and kept attacking him. He's below Jinsuke. He's below Jinsuke for sure. Lone Shadow Vilehand is in Jinsuke's arena with the other Lone Shadow. He tries to use poison. Yeah, he's lame. Yeah, this guy's also lame. Vilehand is in headless here. This is an actual regular enemy. He's alright, you think? Vilehand? I'm dropping him top of headless. Wouldn't say he's that bad. Alright, alright, alright. Yeah, yeah. I'm being hard on him. He's better than the tutorial. Better than the first chained ogre. More fun than folding screen monkeys. He is not better than Masanaga. Long arm centipede giraffe. Both of the centipedes should be an alright, I think. They both have one gimmick, but that gimmick is kind of fun to figure out. Because at first maybe you're thinking like, oh my god, when's my opening? But then you realize like, oh, if they never stop attacking, I just have to never stop deflecting. Above the monkeys. Orin. Now I have a troubled history with Orin fighting her charmless with Bell Demon. But I'm not going to let that frustration get to me. Her fight is cool. It's unique. No other enemy in the game has her moveset. Uh, the soundtrack's cool, fighting a little ghost. She slapped you for 3 hours. I'm not going to let that get to me. Any boss could have done that. I'm going to give her good. Definitely better than... Wait. Juzo got above Owl? Oh, drop him. Drop him. What? She's better than Juzo. Orin's underrated? I think Orin is underrated. True Corrupted Monk. True Corrupted Monk is one of the most beautiful fights in the game visually. It's super fun. I recently found out the annoying second phase you can just straight up skip, which they definitely... So they had some awareness that it was annoying. She's in great at minimum above Lady Butterfly. Above Tomoe. Under Emma. Without the second phase, she's great. Yeah, and you can skip the second phase, so we can like take it out. The second chained ogre in the basement of so wait, Sakura Bowl of the Palace. I don't like the Sakura Bowl. I'm gonna leave it out there. Lay my cards on the table. I think Sakura Bowl can go in all right. It doesn't even have the same spectacle as Blazing Bowl, Blazing Bull is hyped up by the soldiers like in front of it when you eavesdrop on them. They're like, what are we gonna do with that beast? Getting slapped by the second phase for multiple hours. Yeah, yeah. Now I know. Now I know you just get on the tree and immediately kill her. Sakura Bull's better than Jinsuke. I feel like the middle tiers, good and all right. So B and C, they have like their checkpoint. If you're getting put in good or all right, the checkpoint is: are you better than the bull, and are you better than Jinsuke? At least in my mind, that's my reference point. They're my landmarks. Looks good, but the gameplay isn't that good. Yeah, it's also a fight that you can skip if you throw. Bro just left. Yeah, yeah. Second Chained Ogre. Where's Chained Ogre on his own? He's an alright, isn't he? Second Chained Ogre is when the invasion has started. They're just keeping him in the basement of Ashina Castle. Not basement, ground level. Bottom of alright. He's not Headless Ape, but whatever. Second Shichiman Warrior. This is the one in Headless Ape's arena after the Headless Ape is dead. Honestly, this is the best arena that you fight a Shichiman Warrior in. Goes above the first one. Is not as fun as Kawarada, I think, but the arena makes him better than Matsumoto, in my opinion. The Seven Spears. Fighting the first Seven Spears, his area is cool, and the run up to him is pretty cool, but it is a little long, I think, which takes away somewhat, as well as the stairs sometimes getting in the way of doing, like, Mikiri counters and stuff. In my opinion, he is the more fun of the Seven Spears, because Masaji has an Ashina General right next to him, which I think can get in the way of how fun the fight is. He's good. He is good. He's gonna go above Kawarada because he has more of a wow factor with him having that giant ass lance. Um, Masaji Oniwa is gonna be like bottom of good. He's a good like inoffensive, but you know. Shigekichi of the Red Guard, I don't care about. Where'd the other big guys go? We got Juzo first and second are in good. Shigekichi is like bottom of good. Enshin of Misen. Enshin is like another iconic first encounter. He's the guy you didn't Mikiri counter. Yeah, you did not Mikiri counter Enshin. Enshin is he's literally a default enemy. So Enshin is the monk with the spear that you encounter in the Hirata estate right across the bridge. There's a watchtower and like 4 bandits that you might want to deal with. He's like the first enemy that really teaches you to Mikiri counter, and that's his gimmick. That's why he has his 2 health bars. Uh, Fighting him is more fun than fighting Shigekichi. Shirafuji headless. I fucking hate Shirafuji. You've watched this game so much that you kind of understand it now. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. I fucking hate Shirafuji. Shirahagi, great. No, I'm hyping her too much. I'm hyping her too much. We're turning the conversation about being slapped for hours. About Shirahagi, right? You're not talking about Shirafuji. Shirafuji is trash. Every time I fight Shirahagi, she kills me at least once. Shirafuji, like she'll get me to use a resurrection, but she's just not good. In fact, the last time we fought her, Shirafuji, in yesterday's stream, the only reason I died and had to use a resurrection was because I walked into an angle where the gunfort like riflemen could see me and they just shot me. Yeah, Shirafuji trash, Shirahagi great. The third Shichiman Warrior better than the first one, not as good as the second one. Second one is like middle of good, isn't it? Let's just put it right above the first. Tokujiro the Glutton. It's literally just Juzo if he was hanging out with monkeys. It's less inspired. I don't have as much fun doing it. Um, Below Ujinari, but above Long Swordsman. And now Shigenori. Wait, Shigenori Yamauchi. Wait, who's General Yamauchi? Leader Shigenori Yamauchi is the tutorial guy, who we put in. Uh, Wait, Tenzin Yamauchi. Where is Tenzin? Oh, Tenzin is um he's the guy standing in front of his flag. He's sitting in that courtyard before the Snake Valley. Okay, so Shigenori's in a good spot. Tenzin, I really like Tenzin's arena. I'm gonna move Tenzin up to good, above Shigekichi, above Enshin, above Masaji. Not as good as the Shichiman Warriors. List seems good. List seems good. All right. Only thing I want to look at is life changing to see if I can order this a little bit for my favorites. Favorite fight in the game is Owl Father. Sword Saint Ishin, I'm comfortable being right behind that. Demon of Hatred is in terms of Genichiro right now is not like difficulty or like stuff like that, but just quality, just pure quality of the fight. I'm gonna put above Demon. Guardian Ape, I'm gonna do the same and put him above Genichiro, and then Old Ishin is gonna go above Guardian Ape. And this I think is good for the like true cream of the crop list right here. And then I honestly don't care about ordering the rest of the tier list. I'm fine with it just being like general vibes and uh the landmarks being if you're above this point, you're better than the bull. If you're below this point, you're not as good as the bull. And if you're above this point, you're better than Jinsuke. If you're below this, you're not as good as Jinsuke. Miss Noble top tier. Miss Noble is, yeah. Miss Noble is, he's special. Alright, save it. Download it. Putting this in general. That's pretty good. W quiz, yeah, this was good. This was good. I thought you meant list. I read it as written, but I knew what you meant. Yeah. All right, we can get back to the game. Good intermission, everyone. What were we doing?